CBS News has learned another wave of mass firings could be hitting the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The agency, which includes the National Weather Service, could ultimately lose about 20% of its staff. For tonight's In Depth, CBS's senior meteorologist Rob Marciano reports the cuts are already raising concerns over public safety.
Hundreds of protesters rally outside the NOAA headquarters in Silver Spring, Maryland. Fired employees chant messages of support to their remaining colleagues looking down from above.
NOAA's people are here to help.
Sarah Cooley was the head of NOAA's Office of Ocean Acidification and studied how warming waters impact ecosystems until she was fired in DOJ cuts.
I just put my head down on my desk and I cried. It was just gutting.
There's concern that key jobs are being lost in science.
That's the number one motivation, is putting science to work.
These are just a few of the 880 NOAA employees fired across the country. A majority were probationary workers with less than 2 years in their position, who suddenly found themselves terminated.
My job in the last hour that I had at work was to pass off every pending activity to my deputy, because now he's going to be acting director of the program.
In addition to the staffing cuts, DOJ announced it may terminate the leases of 19 NOAA offices across the country, including key buildings that generate vital weather forecasts and maintain radar operations.
These cuts were indiscriminate. They were based not on any particular mission priorities.
Rick Spinrad was the administrator of NOAA during the Biden administration, departing when President Trump took office, and is worried how it impacts the National Weather Service.
It most assuredly will affect the availability, the frequency, and the accuracy, honestly, of the warnings. There's a big capital expense associated with that. Airplanes, radars, satellites. Who's going to pick those up? And we don't have the capability to sustain or replace those.
This is the United States Department of Commerce. NOAA is a part of it, a big part. Matter of fact, it makes up over half of its budget with its 12,000 employees, and over 6,000 of those are scientists and engineers.
And more firings are likely coming.
Where do you think we're going with all of this?
I think at some point people are going to recognize we need these capabilities for the public good, which after all is the role of government. The question is, how much damage will we sustain before we're able to turn around the damage that's already been done?
Rob Marciano, CBS News, Silver Spring, Maryland.